I couldn't believe it, man. Now accepting trade offers for Kenneth Walker, T. Higgins.
I'll give you something for Jahmyr Gibbs if you're interested.
It's got to be good.
I know.
He can't be this bad forever, man.
Yeah, he's gonna bump back at some point.
I had told you, but in my Superflex league, I got 3 QBs. The highest scoring one was Bryce Young, man.
That's wild.
Bryce Young, he had like 180 yards.
He had a bad game.
2 INTs and a fumble or something. Like what happened, man? But then Cam Ward, he got like 108 yards. How do you touch the ball every play and get 108 yards?
Wait, so your 3 are CJ Stroud, Bryce Young, and Cam Ward?
Yeah.
That's risky business, man.
There were some runs. There were some QB runs.
You gotta hop on the pod, which I know is a fool's errand to even ask, given your absence of available time. But it would be fun.
I gotta know ball first.
I think you might
I gotta
know
like
more
win,
ball than I do right now.
I gotta win a game.
I mean, they're kind of bringing you in pretty hot here, and that week 1 was kind of fucking nuts. That was kind of crazy. It's one of the best week 1s in recent memory.
Not for a guy like me.
They're really trying to get your ass in, man. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. I do have to ask, Ryan, you're on the new PC now?
No, man, no.
Still,
boy.
you fucking have it. You literally.
It's been in a box. So here's how it was gonna go. It's supposed to be supposed to be a window.
Oh my fucking god!
Honestly, damn.
What do you think? It's got 5 hours. You got 5 hours to set up a computer, plug everything, and you got to test it. Then you got to move all the programs over, move all the 2-factor authentication. You think you could just do
It's
that?
not
man?
even
What do you
that,
think you
man.
got that time?
You know how it
takes
is.
like 30 minutes.
No, my daughter was supposed to have an activity. The activity didn't end up happening.
bro.
So where does the time come from?
Face.
Where does it? I'm not gonna unplug everything, plug it back in, and then try to get all the password stuff sorted out with my kid like yelling at me an inch away from my face. That's not gonna happen. So it can wait a week, and hopefully she'll be in the activity next week.
Too real.
Spoken with some serious PTSD, dude.
It's just, I mean, there's. Dan, I think you can relate to this. Every week, the weekend is where the stuff from the week overflows to, and then you end up with this list. You've got like things that have to happen, and then you got things that would be like nice to happen. I got all the have to happens done, which was miraculous in and of itself.
That's a 1 in a million.
Yeah,
that's a 1 in a million to get that done.
The top of the nice to have list did not get done, which is the new PC. So that overflows to the next weekend.
Yep.
Man, I watched football for 12 hours.
See, that's crazy. I'm talking like I was watching football. What was really happening is I would drive to a place, look at the fantasy football app on my phone, and be like, Kenneth Walker, what are you doing, man?
No, that's a modern football fan, though.
That is how it works.
You're just describing exactly our experience.
12 touches, 23 yards? It doesn't even make sense. And don't even get me started on Jahmyr Gibbs. 10 receptions. I would have been like, there's no way he's not getting at least like 30 points this week. Bro got like 7 points. He got 10. He's 10 for 10 on catches for like 22 yards.
I told you, man.
Well, all I gotta say, it must be nice to be in a fantasy football league with your buddies.
You got invited like a month before it started.
I said, hey, can I get in the fantasy football league? And they're like, well, we don't feel comfortable.
Directly linked you, tagged
someone
you,
else.
gave you the easiest possible route to join.
Bear added you. He added you in Discord with the link. All you had to do was click it.
I know. I can't believe they didn't invite me either, Pure Power. I know.
Dude, I had the same thing. Like, first week of August, I started planting the seed for fantasy football in the dad's WhatsApp chat. Get to last week, I say, sorry guys, I got to call it. We only got 5 dudes. You can't run a fantasy football league with 5 dudes. Thursday night, the comments start rolling in. Hey, are we still doing this? I'll be the last one in if you need it. I'm like, buddy, the game's on. The game's on TV right now.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to SideQuest Bingo. New show, very similar to SideQuest, except the teams of 3 are now pitted against each other in an effort to create bingo as quickly as possible by completing quests in video games. I'm joined once again by Team Unity. It's a 1v1v1 in which they're, as mentioned, attempting to complete a bingo on the grid by completing quests in video games. In a minute here, I will let these guys know that they can click the reveal quests button on their individual bingo boards that they'll be maintaining as we play here. And that will show them the 25 quests that are on the grid for today. In addition to that, there is a sabotage mechanic here in SideQuest Bingo. Once per game, per opponent, if that makes sense, you guys can sabotage each of your opponents once per game. You can do so by either gifting 5 subs to their channel or by giving them a genuine compliment. And I will point out, Apollo made a good point to me earlier.
Bear, that sounds a little familiar. I went from PM Timber to GM Timber. It's like, can I at least get a little asterisk? A little, I'm giving out compliments the whole month, man. You know how hard that is when we got anime profile pics and Raging Wolf Elm icons? Holy, okay, sorry.
We got Dan heated this morning, man.
I told you, Bear. I told you.
So we'll see how effective that can end up being for some of our players. You're able to do that at any time. I want to make sure you guys are aware of that as well. So you can either choose to do an early sabotage just to mess with your opponent's board right away, or you can wait until they're a little closer to a bingo and then try to hit the right spot at that point. However, just be warned, you're not in any control of which tile is sabotage. We've got the random number generator up here.
Oh,
so when you
I
choose the
was wondering.
sabotage, I'll pull that up and then I'll just hit the generate button, and that'll be the cell
So
that
can
you
it sabotage
destroy.
a square you already completed?
Yes, indeed. So that's the big thing there, is you got to be careful. You got to
So you
make
could-
sure that you're
You could have
you're
like 2
planning around
bingos,
that,
and
maybe.
it could be like a both eliminated in one sabotage.
It's all up to the luck of the draw, man.
That's
We'll see. And
brutal.
I know it's also possibly game breaking. We'll see. that's the thing, is like today is, as mentioned, an experiment. So we'll see if that's a little bit too much. But at any rate, that is pretty much it. So it'll be a 45-minute timer. It'll either be first to 3 bingos or the most bingos after 45 minutes wins.
We
Yes,
can only
got.
use 1 game, right? 1 game per thing.
You know, I'm debating that for this. I'm going to go ahead and let you use a game for multiple quests this time, just to see how it goes as our experimental round. So feel free not to worry about that.
My game's not being captured. I'm being trolled. My game's not being captured.
Sabotage. Oh boy.
Okay, mods. I'm wearing a crown. There you go. There's one.
He's wearing a crown. He's got it. And feel free to go ahead and check that box.
You're
That is a
already
quest
able-
completed for Ryan.
Dang. Okay. Are we allowed to use chat help? That's a big question.
Oh yeah,
to ask.
absolutely. No, if they
Okay.
got suggestions, go for it. Go for it. Absolutely.
God, I wish
Okay.
I had Grand Theft Auto 5 installed.
Even now, after 2 seasons of SideQuest, still not worth the hard drive space.
It's so crazy to start your week like this. I'm like, I don't know anything about any game.
Games,
Yeah, this is getting the gears turning real quick, huh?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, whoever was born on September the 8th. Happy birthday to you. I sang. Done.
Yeah. All right.
I think
mean-
you got to make your in-game character sing.
I'm pretty sure.
That's
I'm
what
pretty sure
it's
that
it's
doesn't
in-game
count.
character.
I mean, it's always been the case. The
Oh
whole
my
premise of the
gosh.
show is that you gotta do these things within video games.
Yeah,
I was getting ready to
come on.
enter a sewer, man.
Trying to get us copyright struck right out of the gate here.
Wait,
too,
I
man.
know,
Jesus.
dude. I'm thinking outside
I
the
mean-
box. You can't see my game yet, but I am attempting to flex.
Okay.
It will capture at some point, I'm sure.
I'm guessing this is a Slay the Spire poll.
This is a Slay the Spire play. I thought you would be proud of me, though. I thought you would be like, whoa, to play the card flex.
Of all pairings to make on this board, I think Flex with Slay the Spire for Northernlion is a pretty clear one, to be honest. I am very excited for the first sabotage. I'm not going to pressure anybody to do one. I'm just saying I'm
Oh,
looking
yeah, I
forward
think.
to
Well,
seeing what
I'm going to be
happens.
honest.
Flex,
Like,
flex,
not to
man.
give away the game, but I feel like it's more effective later.
Oh,
'cause you
big
could
time, yeah, no,
ruin
but-
them.
I do think it is kind of fun to launch one out of the gate right away, but you know, I definitely get the gamesmanship there.
Bro, there's like 8 cards in this game. How could I not find flex?
Oh, that's how he's flexing. I was
He's
wondering.
flexing.
This is insane.
That's just going to be slightly more annoying.
Yeah, that's
But
that's the motto of SideQuest. Yeah,
Also,
I think
chat, give me
UFO
some
50 has a lot of
suggestions.
possibilities.
I'm getting scammed, man.
A little sunk cost, but I would commit at this point too.
At this point,
honestly.
you have no choice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my god, it's flex is a common. Is it not a common?
Boom, boom, the vibes right here. Bing bong, man. That Stardew hits different, man.
Stardew, yes sir.
Oh, I forgot to buy orrery. Orrery would have worked.
Oh.
I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. This is like the 7th run.
Dan looking strong so far, just working his way through to a line here.
Oh, let's do that. Let's do that. I can do a bunch in that game.
No shop. You're trolling me. No, it gets worse. Map with no shop. Oh my god! 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 I'm gonna fucking freak out.
Oh, it's Stardew Valley.
Flex me.
Yeah, but how do you open stuff?
Oh, no idea.
Oh, good.
What are you
You got rid of a card. That helps.
do that?
Jesus Christ.
Oh
You
my
care to
god.
share what you're working on next down there, Apollo?
I'm gonna acquire some concrete and I'm gonna cause a car accident.
I'm gonna freak out.
What do you mean?
Still
What do
no
you mean?
flex.
I'm gonna freak out. It's a comment.
Unable. Yeah.
I pray that you're not
do
here
you do it?
another 10 minutes later, for all of our sakes.
Flex.
Dan on the
Okay, I
board
gotta
with
play it.
4.
I need to start this intro chat. Come on.
This is
come on.
huge.
4 so good for DG.
I flexed.
He flexed.
Get me out of here. Game
Officially
sucks.
on the board with the flex. He's
I picked
acquired
it up out of the
concrete.
chest and I acquired it.
On the board again. No bingos yet, but we're on our way. Dan's pretty close. Apollo's working through the middle here.
That's got to be a car crash. Somebody there. I've caused a car crash.
Very nice. Make sure you're checking your boxes too.
Hey, Northern Lion.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I really admire how dedicated of a parent you are.
That sounded genuine
That's
to
a
me.
sabotage.
I'll
that
let
sounds-
that through. I'll let that through. Thank
That
you,
sounds
Daniel.
pretty genuine. That's a sabotage, ladies and gentlemen. We have our
Very
first sabotage of the game. Dan has opted to sabotage Ryan's board. We'll generate a random number 1 through 25. Ryan, that will be number 15 sabotaged for you. So that's going to be cause a car accident is off the board.
That's the one I just did.
and destroyed.
That's
What
the
a
one I
hit
just-
for Dan.
I only have 3 done, and you hit one of the ones that I have.
Oh, that's brutal, man.
That is brutal.
But I mean the compliment though. That doesn't help.
I mean, that should be something,
Does
right?
this count as getting arrested? When the cops show up in party house, is that getting arrested, or is that just a noise complaint and they shut the party down?
What would you call getting arrested? Because I would call it like being put in a jail cell.
Yeah, or like you see a picture of your character in handcuffs or something like that.
So, yeah, no, there you go. Okay, I give you that.
I'm being told that's not an arrest.
All right.
Ah.
What a first sabotage, dude. Oh my god.
Whoa.
That was wild.
Did it really hit like one of your squares?
Yeah, one of the
Yes,
three
one of the
did,
3 that I
yeah.
did.
What are we working on up there, Ryan?
Oh, true. Good shout.
I think I might be able to enter the sewer.
Ah, there we go. Okay. Dan, we cooking something up in the lunk down there as well?
Yeah. I wish I would have went a different route.
I've entered the sewers.
I mean, I'm pot committed right now.
I've entered
Yeah.
the sewers. I've entered the sewers.
He's entered the sewers. Very good. Quest complete. Well done.
Thank God the first biome is called the sewers. That's huge. I forgot how to move because I only played it on controller, so I had to attack my way to the... It's so sad.
This cutscene is so much longer than I remember.
Guys, Petz
Ryan's
Catz 2
only got
screws
one
up my
left.
resolution. I'm not sure if you can see this. I'm not sure if you guys can see Petz Catz 2. Chat, when this is on the screen, can you see it? I can't see chat, so I don't know.
Oh god.
Can you see it? Can you see it when I click into the window? We saw the menu. We can't see it now. I just see darkness. It's gone now. Okay, oh, it crashed.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Are you serious? We'll go next. Try Alt
gonna
Enter.
cut some
Bro,
grass.
this wasn't made in Unity. This is Petz Catz 2. It came out in like 2006. Try Alt Enter. The game is older than you are, bro.
I was actually thinking about that for Philip.
I
No,
just
I have
filled
to
the
do
ball.
force
I just
escape
filled the
and I don't
ball. I
remember
just
it.
filled the ball, which means Bear, go ahead and say it.
That's
I
a
go ahead
bingo! Oh my goodness. Dan with the first bingo, a SideQuest bingo. He's on the board.
Apollo, you need to sabotage him with a genuine compliment.
I know
Chat,
you
what-
took
what
my
button
fucking
drinks
compliment is the problem, so I'm like trying to think of something else.
You can say he's the second best Big Brother player of all time.
Hey. That's sick.
Can you sprint in Stardew Valley? Can you sprint?
Where? Oh my god, I don't know how to. I don't know
You
how to
can lay up
play.
half.
Oh my god. Okay, a pair of glasses. Thanks a lot. I can't. People have played 3,000 hours of this game. It's insane to me. Get a life. This isn't anything. 5 fish, y'all. 5 fish.
But there it is. 5 fish on the board. Beautiful.
Who is this guy, man?
Bear, would getting a bottle of honey count as filling a bottle? It's more of a jar, but
I mean, you're putting something in the bottle by getting it, I guess. That's on the cusp. I think for an experimental route, I'd give it to you.
How do you go down in the ladder in Stardew?
This is the hardest game for all 3 players.
Chad, real quick, what are the odds of me finding a diamond from breaking random rocks in Stardew?
I'm making a phone call right now.
Okay.
0%.
Dan on the board again.
oh, this is closed until later. Oh, when does that open? I need to make a sandwich, dude.
Oh no, he's jokering.
Oh.
Flour?
I mean, that's a great
Cook it
question
in the
for.
kitchen?
Does
whoever's
answering
saying
a
that.
phone count as making a phone call, or do you have to use the telephone? Do you have to initiate the call?
I would say you probably have to make it yourself. It does say make a phone call. Is that a phone?
This is pissing me off, man. How many times you
What
gotta
are the other ingredients?
install
What are the
DirectX on
ingredients?
this? I got DirectX. I'm good for it, man.
I think we're cooked.
Oh no. Oh boy, wow. Okay. I'm gonna stop myself from saying the things I'm saying, but boy, things have gotten interesting here. The board states have gotten interesting.
All right, I just threw up. In game. And
Okay,
in mine.
yeah, no, good thing.
Chad, how do you beat Hotline Miami?
I have an idea of what we're going for here, Ryan, but I don't know how quick it happens. You do you, brother. You got it.
Phone calls, chapter 1.
Yeah.
Phone calls.
Okay, he's got it. He's on pace. Just shy of 20 minutes, gentlemen. And it's still the lone bingo.
I'm gonna get one.
Oh, it's just an answering machine.
Oh no! We'll give phone call to either answering or dialing. How about that?
Okay, all right, fair enough.
If you want to try to find a different way there, Ryan. Is there any particular reason why?
Yes, it's a very, very kind-hearted individual.
Hey, we made it. All right, he's got it. He's clear.
Oh, you're right. You're so right.
Screenshot, please. Screenshot. Oh my God, 2 of them are tied.
Oh no! the same thing happened to Ryan in a different game for 3rd place. That's incredible. Oh wait, are you 3rd of 3 still though?
I mean, I guess you could call it 3rd. I guess you could call it. Let's whatever.
There you go. Yeah,
This is just my favorite hole.
He's getting kind of stuck in the sauce a little bit.
We take those. Whatever. I'm counting it.
Ryan, what are we working with here?
Oh, no beers in the fridge, man.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna have to wait for nighttime. That's okay. I can do
No
something else.
beers in the fridge. We're on Sing Watch. Sing Watch.
Okay. He's singing.
Oh my God, Windows, why?
That's singing without a
We
doubt.
take those.
I can almost hear it.
Shout out to Wandersong. Just so you guys know, not a good strategy to just type the objective into your Steam library. You can't just type like egg into your Steam library and then get a game where you hatch an egg. What was the game where we just kept throwing up on each other? Oh, abiotic factor.
Oh yeah.
Pre-compiling shaders remaining 2037.
Fair.
2037.
What do we got?
I don't see it.
Just destroyed a planet.
He has just destroyed a planet. That's clever. He's got the Balatro card. That's excellent.
Oh man, they're killing
I'm sorry, Dan. As soon as I said it, that time was bad. That's on me. Yeah. Shit. I'm so used to you guys working together. I think that's what it is. I'm just, I keep like wanting to encourage everybody.
Why is this file warp locked, dude?
Oh my god, dude. Ryan, your freeze frame on my end.
My camera froze, man. My camera froze with my tongue out and my fingers touching the sides of my head.
Where's the nearest bonfire?
That's so
Why am I warp locked? Oh my god.
Fuck this, man. What am I doing? Nah, it's gonna work.
Okay, back to that. That's all I can think of.
3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Oh, and another glorious sight from
Wait,
Dan's
how much time do we have
window.
left?
3:20 on the clock.
Really? I thought we started late.
That's what my clock's telling me.
Didn't we start at like 12?
I don't feel so well.
Yes!
Oh, what do we got?
Oh, we only have 45 minutes, not 1 hour. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, 45 minutes. 45 minutes.
Yeah! Puked.
He's done it. He's puked. Well done. Quest complete. That is going to be the game, it looks like, because, ladies and gentlemen, with sabotages involved, Dan Giesling has managed to get himself 3 bingos. Holy cow.
Damn.
That's a GG for Dan. What did you do to finish it off, Dan? What was your graffiti?
Graffiti was loading in Mario Paint. I was gonna go Counter-Strike, don't have it installed, and that's the only thing I could think of.
No
But,
wonder everyone's so furious. Wait,
What do you
telling
mean?
Mario Paint is your graffiti?
What is it not?
I've placed so much trust in my individual players, and to have it betrayed so greatly at the conclusion of the first episode. How in the world is Mario Paint graffiti?
I think he's right. I don't think it's graffiti. Just because you're using a spray paint doesn't mean it's graffiti.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
do we judge the art or the artist around here?
For it to be graffiti, it has to be on something that's not like a canvas. It has to be vandalism.
All right. Well, we got Dan in the penalty box for the final 2 minutes, but all the same, I do think that was. I mean, it was close, dude. That sabotage on Apollo was brutal at the end, though, man. God damn, that RNG was
Fine, I
wild.
had 3 of my bingo sabotaged with 2
Yeah.
sabos. That you know, that's cool.
And Dan with basically no effect from the sabotages is insane. Well, thank you guys so much for playing. I really appreciate it. This was a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a good time too. And
You know what I'm going to take away from this, Bear? I'm going to take away having a good time, but also I'm going to take away a little life emote in chat. Getting like 2 genuine compliments that I played with these guys for 10 years. Never got 1 compliment, and today I get 2 genuine ones. I'm like, man, I remember this stream, man. It's all said and done.
I'm gonna take away that I only got 1 genuine compliment.
Someone just decided it wasn't worth it by the end. Thank you guys for playing. Thank you for watching here live on Twitch. And of course, I'll have this VOD over on youtube.com/BearTaffy as well. I'll probably do this again with other people because it was a lot of fun. So look forward to that. Feel free to follow here on Twitch if you want to be notified of the next time that SideQuest Bingo happens. And thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.
Later. Every time Discord asks me how the call went, I know they're asking me, like, how was the codec? How was the audio quality? But I judge my friends. And that time I judged them with a big smiley face, like a :D. Maybe half the speed. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. But it does feel good to give you guys motion sickness after you have told me many times that motion sickness is not real. Get checked for BPPV. Is that like 7-gag or whatever? Is that like emotes? BPPV symptoms. I got to be honest, I don't think this is me, man. Benign paroxysmal positional vertigo. Doesn't cause any further illness, temporary and sudden, related to changes in body position, the false sensation of spinning. That ain't me. I'm sorry to say that's not me. Mine is always triggered by playing a first-person shooter. Or even where a shooter is one thing, but what's going on? Kate, I was thinking the same thing. I didn't want to say anything, but why is everything shaking? But it's not an earthquake. While I was peeing, I was just like, why is our house shaking? Somebody's using like a gravity hammer outside or something. What's going on? What's happening? This was like yesterday when we were walking through the park, and then we heard the howitzer go off. Straight shot. How about this one? You guys prefer this one? Much better. You're weak. You guys like this guy who calls it the MNBA? I thought that was a decent little one-liner. I guess some other stuff, it's not great, right? It'd probably be better to save it in the notes app until I got more. But every once in a while, you can't control when inspiration strikes, you know? If they want us to keep our credit card numbers safe, maybe they should stop printing them on the front of the cards. The 3 numbers on the back of credit cards are so funny to me. It's like they said 16-digit credit cards aren't safe anymore. You know what would really help? 3 more digits. Baby on board sticker on the back of a motorcycle. Every car can have a baby on board sticker, but Tesla is the only one that needs the sticker for their company. Because they got a baby on the board. Oh, I love the -2s, and then I explained it. And they're like, wait, actually, it's funny. I was thinking the same thing. This is OJ. And that could be a Ford Bronco, man. But what, is this the OJ Simpson TV movie? No? Okay. Maybe it's inspired by OJ. It definitely has a Michael Bay look to it. Certainly looks like California based on the California license plate. That looks very Los Angeles. I don't know what's going on here, man. But could this be like Hancock? It's Hancock, y'all. I own you. I've never seen Hancock. This, I will say, I don't know, it depends on how old you are. This was like the most anticipated movie summer 08, I think. And then when reviews, I really think this was the beginning of the end for the Will Smith cultural zeitgeist. He couldn't miss, man. He couldn't miss. And then Hancock was so glazed. People were like, this is going to be the biggest movie of the year. And then it came out, I think, if I remember correctly, it had like amazing Thursday, Friday numbers. And then everybody texted their friends and went, what is this horse shit? And then like, it's the only movie where the graph like cratered before the first weekend was even over. It just doesn't look right to me. The hair doesn't... I'm not, it looks like a piece. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying it looks like a piece. A Lego piece. Dude, so I was at the bookstore. I think a couple of you might have spotted me at the bookstore. You can say hi. Even if I'm out with my kid, you just say hi. It's not a big deal. My kid's into Lego Star Wars right now. So I was going to buy her like some Lego Star Wars, like a Lego Star Wars book. Spoilers, it ended up being fine. We bought a Lego Star Wars book, but all of the Lego Star Wars books had like paper on the front of them that was like minifigure missing. And then I open up the page, like the cover, and there's like 2 finger holes clawed into where the minifigure is supposed to be, and it's been ripped out. So I don't know if that was a little kid or the most evil, like, Gen X man of all time. But somebody went into the fucking bookstore and ripped out all the Lego minifigurines. We managed to get one of the last ones. We got a little Darth Maul minifigurine that came with our visual Lego Star Wars dictionary. So now when I read my daughter's stories before bed, it's always like I'm learning a lot about Y-Wings and like the members of the Jedi Council that are not Yoda and Mace Windu. I'm learning a lot about it. But honestly, the Lego Star Wars stuff's kind of chill. Could be worse. She could be into like the real Star Wars, but maybe it'll happen. Kiadi Mundi, I'm not messing with that guy. Innkeeper's cinnamon streusel bread. What is that? It looks like this is full of something, but I guess it is probably full of like air. What am I talking? Who cares? 28 ounces of bread? Bread's really cheap, but this is like 2 pounds of bread. And usually you pay a little extra for the stuff that pretends to be good for you. No, never mind. It's $3.99, y'all. I thought this would be like, to be honest with you, anytime I see bread in a wrapper like this, I just feel like you're paying like gluten-free prices for it. Which I support because I think that you should have to prove that you're gluten-free. You should have to put your nuts on the table to get gluten-free food. You shouldn't be able to get it for the same price as food with gluten. Because then the switch is too easy. If you're going to be like, oh, what if I really have celiac sprue? Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Higher American History X has to have a higher rating. Please get it off my screen, though, as soon as possible. Thank you. Airplane's going to have a higher rating. Airplane mode. Airplane mode. Ah! I was like, why is it dabbing? That doesn't seem right. I was thinking, I was like, damn, is that the first dab in history? Congo. Either or. Czechia. I'm sorry. I think we need Czechia to change the name back to the Czech Republic, and I'll tell you why. Every time I say Czechia, somebody in chat will type something like Czechia yourself before you Recchia yourself, and it makes me, I get so upset. Turkey did the right thing. They changed it away from humor and towards like an accurate representation of what they want to be known as. Much better. Now people are making so many jokes about Hungary and Turkey being next to each other like it's Thanksgiving. Czechia could learn a lot, is what I'm trying to say. They could learn a lot. 200 kilometers from Czechia. Interesting. Could be Slovenia. We take those. We take those any day of the week. A lot of you guys were typing Austria right there. Wouldn't be me. It'd be pretty embarrassing to be caught typing Austria right there. Justin, by the way, I see you're here. Let me apologize. This is like it's a gross bit. One of the things, I have a bit rattling around in my head. I think it's the end point of Sundress No Panties On. And it's just I've been trying to find the right opportunity to just get it out there, but it doesn't come up very often. The joke is just, here's the joke. We're entering joke mode. When the pussy tight. That's been in my head as just like the sort of thing that you could just drop as like a humor nuke or something like that. That's sexist. What about this other one? Head from a dude with framed AI art on the wall. That one's better. Note to self, make jokes less heteronormative. These aren't jokes, these are just sentences. The sentences that make you laugh are jokes, buddy. It's the first time you've encountered one that doesn't start with knock knock. A lot of the best jokes in the world just start with guy who. Guy who DoorDashes teppanyaki or something like that. Guy who thinks Han Solo's Chinese. You get the idea. Oh shit, you're in South America. Are you like Uruguay? You're Uruguay, man. It's that easy. 20th Century Fox, Nick Cannon, that's Drumline. That's a good-ass movie. I don't care who you are or how many kids he's got. They really do that shit. You can choose to 1v1 someone at the Drumline to take their spot on the line. That's fucking sick, man. Patted the box office with his progeny. That's the way to do it, man. How do you think those... I was going to say, how do you think those God's Not Dead movies are making so much money? But I'm pretty sure it's because half of the marketing is you should just buy tickets for it and not show up. Buy tickets for the movie so that it always ends up ranking high in the box office, and then people will open their newspapers and be like, wow, this movie's making a lot of money. I should go see it. Then they go to the theater and they're like, sorry, all the shows are sold out. And they're like, damn, this must be like the most popular movie of all time. Can you explain box office considering it's before reviews come out and it's entirely based on advertising? So Rotten Tomatoes was like 10 years old by 2002. So reviews existed, also newspapers and television programs. But yeah, like you used to, a lot of the time you would just watch a trailer and be like, that looks good. And then you would go see it. It's pretty much how it went back in the day. But sometimes you would read the reviews and you would be like, whoa, it turns out this movie is not good. I'm going to go see something else. Which much different than now, because nowadays people go, movie I haven't seen, critics are saying it's bad, they don't know what they're talking about, I'm going to go see it twice. I'm going to go see it. Fuck you, A.O. Scott, for giving this movie a 2 out of 5, even though you've seen it and I haven't. Just because you don't like it, I'm going to piss you off by going to see it twice, bro. Movie reviewers are authorities. Yeah, on movies. Back in the day, not these days, because like now anybody can... I mean, listen, it's like the Steam thing. You're on one side of it or you're on the other side, and you're gonna hate me for saying it. But I feel like Rotten Tomatoes, not to steal Pajiba's recent bit, but Rotten Tomatoes was better. Like when movie critics were guys who all looked like Bob Balaban, And no matter what they saw, the first line was, hated it. And then they spent the rest of the movie or the rest of the review just tearing it down. And then at the end, if it was good, they give it like a 3 out of 5. Nowadays, every website is called like cool, fun movies. And they're like, it's not as good as the last one, but it's still a must-see, 4.5 out of 5. What's the name of Bill Murray's character in The Royal Tenenbaums? Something St. Clair, right? Androgynous first name St. Clair? Raleigh, that's it. Goated movie. Hated it. 4 out of 5. Let me get this straight. Luke Wilson says, I'm going to kill myself tomorrow, and then he tries to kill himself right then. A little bit of a plot hole, Wes Anderson. How did nobody see that during production? Kind of embarrassing that it took a guy like me to suss that one out. No stars. What happened to Monday to Nymphomaniac Volume 1? Lars von Trier, you fucking pervert. I don't know what happened to Monday is. That might be Glenn Close. It looks like a young adult film if I had to guess. I don't know what this is, but do you have Glenn? It is Glenn Close, y'all. That's Glenn Close. All right. And we're trying to get the Nymphomaniac. Willem Dafoe, Shia LaBeouf, Charlotte Gainsbourg, Stellan Skarsgård. We got Noomi Rapace, Glenn Close. We're trying to get to Swankie. My Swankie play would be something like Noomi Rapace, Prometheus. Then I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, do you go Charlize or do you go Michael Fassbender? Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we go freaky mode. We go Guy Pearce, Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. That gets you to Hugo Weaving, which takes you to Cloud Atlas. And now, like, I'm at an ensemble I'm a little bit more familiar with, I think. Not by a lot, now that I look at the actual cast. Although, Keith David, There's Something About Mary, gets you to Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller, stop doing Christmas movies, you fucker. Kristen Wiig, Bridesmaids, John Hamm, Keeping Up with the Joneses, Isla Fisher, Wedding Crashers. I got something. It's Vince Vaughn, The Watch. I think I was trying to get back to Ben Stiller in my head. Doesn't make any sense. Whatever, let's see what's going on in this garbage. The Usual Suspects, huh? This looks... Oh, shit. Where am I going, man? Where's my Buscemi at? Buscemi is in Billy Madison with Adam Sandler, who's in Fargo with Frances McDormand, who's in Nomad. Okay, we're halfway there with Swankie. Now the easy part. Swankie to Charlotte Gainsbourg. We're going to be here for this is going to be like 10 minutes, man, of not looking at chat, which is crazy. I don't know, dude, a nuke could have gone off and I wouldn't know. I'm disconnected right now. Nymphomaniac, Charlotte Gainsbourg, The Science of Sleep. Not Diego Luna, that's Gail Garcia Bernal. I don't like this line. I don't like this line at all. Take Me Back, Shia LaBeouf, Even Stevens, the movie, Take Me Back. Stellan Skarsgård, Good Will Hunting, Matt Damon, Anthony Hopkins, The Mask of Zorro, Antonio Banderas, X vs. Sever, Lucy Liu, My Girl Drew, Matt Damon, Lucy Liu, Tom Green, Lucy Liu, Drew Barrymore, Cameron Diaz, Ben Stiller, Dear Santa, Jack Black, Anthony Hopkins, The Mask of Zorro, Antonio Banderas, X vs. Sever. I fucked up. I know where I want to go now. I want to go back. I want to go Antonio Banderas. I want to go Mask of Zorro. Because Catherine Zeta-Jones is in Intolerable Cruelty with George Clooney, who's in Ocean's 11. With Matt Damon, who's in Good Will Hunting, with Stellan Skarsgård, who's in Nymphomaniac Volume 1. 6 minutes, 43 seconds. Fast as fuck, bro. Fast as fuck. Fuck you. Who Shrunk the Dude's Eyes? Kate, I got horrible news for you about Brian Berard. He took a puck or a stick to the eyeball. The recovery was long. Former first overall pick. Oh no, Danny Heatley killed a dude. That's right. Danny Heatley. It could be worse, Kate. You could be Danny Heatley, but he did score 50 goals in 2007. That's true. Don't say straight shot. It wasn't with a gun. If you work 8 to 5, you can take your lunch whenever you like. How early is it acceptable to take lunch? Okay, I don't know if this is your first job. Maybe you've been working even longer than anyone has. I had to say more than me because people were gonna be like, what are you talking about? The trick is you don't take an early lunch, you take a late lunch because your brain anchors lunch as the middle of the workday. So if you work 8 to 5, I would try, and you ate an hour or 40 minutes for lunch, I would try to take a 2 lunch. 3 is getting a little crazy, but if you could take a 2 p.m. lunch, get back to the office around 3, and then you only have 2 hours left, but really it's not 2 hours, because once 1:15 rolls around, people are just fucking screwing the pooch, right? If you end up taking lunch at like 11 a.m., it's like you barely even started the workday, and then when you sit back down at your desk, you're gonna be like, oh, fuck. I got 5 more hours of this, and I already ate, man. Lunch is a waste of time. Wrong. I'm going to Dialguiga is wrong. Lunch is not a waste of time. Lunch is what it's all about. You work so that you can eat lunch. That's my 2 cents on that issue. But I've told this story about 100 times. I worked in an office where when I worked there, they were like, you can take lunch whenever you want. I think I worked 8:30 to 4:30. I started taking my lunch at like 3. Sometimes I would tank the whole morning and the early afternoon, take lunch at 3, come back to my desk at 3:45 and be like, nobody's doing anything anyway. So like, it's basically like free laziness. And then after like 2 weeks of that, they changed the code of conduct, which felt bad because it was just for me. They changed the code of conduct. So you have to take lunch between 11 and 1 a.m. And then they also put like a afternoon stand-up essentially at 2:30, so that you have to be there, which is crazy. I thought it was kind of a dick move, man. I was also like, damn, they fucking hate me. I'm literally like a summer student. I'm gonna work here for 4 months. Nobody's gonna remember my name. I'm not gonna remember anybody else's name. But they were like, hey, let's fucking work the whole system around just so that this guy can't do his cheeky little lunch. That's what I'm saying. Why do they care? They put the paper in the basket, and I fucking did the paper that they asked me to do, and then I put the paper in another person's basket so that they can do their part. We need to talk about Kevin? Yo, fuck that. We got to talk about Kenneth, man. Kenneth Walker, 12 touches, 23 yards. You're a professional running back. There's 32 RB1s in the fucking league. You can't be doing that. I drafted that. That's your RB. That's crazy. He's my RB2. My RB1 was Jahmyr Gibbs. Don't even get me started. Dude caught 10 of 10 passes. Total yards on the receptions was like 26 or something like that. Embarrassing. Gibbs balled out. Not if you're playing half PPR like a fucking stud. How's Anthony Richardson looking? I put him on the waiver wire this morning. I honestly, my Richardson draft, it was a flyer assuming that the Colts would start the season like 0-8, and they'd be like, we'll throw anybody in QB1. Instead, it turns out that the Miami football Dolphins don't know how to play football anymore, which fucking sucks because my wide receiver number 1 in one of my leagues is Jalen Waddle. So it was a fucking disaster. It was a fucking disaster, man. The whole week was a disaster, fantasy football style. But it's only week 1. We're coming back. We're bringing it back. I'm not even sweating it, man. At least Michael Pittman Jr. held it down for me. Good thing you're not playing against Derrick Henry this week. I was playing against Derrick Henry this week. I was. I also have George Pickens. It was a disaster. I also have George Pickens. It was indeed. Every possible player underperformed, I think. Across both of my teams, every single player underperformed their projections. It was a complete shellacking. It was disastrous. And then Yahoo fudges the numbers too. So then it doesn't look like it's as bad as it was. It's like, well, yeah, he got 3 points, but his projection was only 6.1. No, the fuck it wasn't. No, it wasn't. His projection was like 17. You adjusted it down like the Bureau of Employment Statistics once the data came out, and it turns out he's fucking washed. Anyway.
Mallet, a noun meaning a hammer with a
It's a funny word.
insouciance, a noun meaning lighthearted unconcern, nonchalance, derived from French in and soucier, meaning to trouble or disturb. Insouciance.
That was a bit of a flyer. Insouciance.
Castilian, a noun meaning a native or an
Fuck you. 1L.
poltroon, a noun meaning a spiritless coward. Craven. Poltron from Middle French comes from Old Italian poltrone, related to poltro meaning colt, from Latin pullus. Poltroon, a noun meaning a spiritless coward. Craven. Poltron from Middle French comes from Old Italian poltrone, related to poltro meaning colt, from Latin pullus. Poltroon.
Fuck you. It's impossible.
Demitas, a noun meaning a small cup of
Okay, Demitas is easy enough, but the hell, man. Castilian is 1L. Insouciance, I put one too many S's in it. Your last name is French? You're so lucky I'm struggling to think of a guy with the last name of Lee who is not Chinese or Korean. God, this would go fucking hard if I could think of a Yeah, what do you think? Christopher Lee speaks Korean, bitch? You're gonna lose your mind when you find out about Christopher Lee. He was in the fucking FBI or something. He was in MI6, bro. He might speak Korean for all I know. Robert E. Lee, we don't talk about him. Isn't he canceled for like being the general in charge of the Confederate Army during the American Civil War from 1860 to 1865? Dude, this is spumoni ice cream from Italy. Anybody not cooking yum on this, it's fucking on site, bro. It's ice cream. It's the most easy to like food of all time. I'm not saying it's the best food. It's the easiest food to like in history. Okay, I can live with 95.5. I go outside knowing 5% of people are insane. That's fine. That's acceptable to me. That doesn't bother me. 5%, I expect, especially online, I expect 5% of people to be insanely mentally ill. So that was good. That was good. We just can't eat it without shitting our pants. I'm sorry, you're kind of a puss, not for being lactose intolerant, but if you see a picture of ice cream and you go, yuck, I'm lactose intolerant, that's puss mode. I'm sorry to say. Because you're not eating it, it's a picture. And they're not asking you, will you diarrhea your pants? They're asking you, does it taste good? Does it look like it tastes good, or does it look like it tastes yuck? And it looks like it tastes fucking good because it does. I'm sorry, I don't know your username. Chatter, I'm sorry I was not your mother. I don't know what environment you're in that you can win the argument by saying I'm lactose intolerant, but in the marketplace of rational ideas, we do not let that happen. You're not lactose intolerant to a picture. If you look at a picture of ice cream or any kind of dairy and you poop your pants, you need to talk to a gastroenterological psychiatrist, which I'm sure you could probably find one. You might have to Google it, but because something's not right there. That's true. I think also, as I get older, I'm a little lactose intolerant. Fuck it, I'll still drink half a milkshake. Am I going to have diarrhea in the morning? Yeah, whatever. I'm 36. It happens. It's diarrhea. What do you sit on the toilet, shit out the diarrhea, look at your phone, and fucking go to work. Big whoop. Get your kid ready for school. 50 more years. You got probably 50 more years of this shit. Might as well get used to it. Argentinian barbecue. Looks like it beats the bricks off of the... and also, by the way, you think I've forgotten Brighton and Hove Albion? It's on fucking site with you, okay? It's on site. I will never vote for your food. I hope that you get demoted. I hope you get made an example of in Welcome to Wrexham. I hope you're the only team that Ryan Reynolds' football team beats because of your fuck-ass pictures and your AI-generated fucking food advertisements is on site. I don't care. It doesn't matter. This is fake. You juice the numbers. Cheesy chips. My problem with this is after you broil the cheese on top of the fries, if you stick a fork in there and try to grab a fry, the back half of the fry is going to be too attached to the substrate. So you're going to end up with one fry that's just a little crispy, and then the rest of it is just a mass in the middle. I mean, I can't deny that it looks like a poop, but I'm putting myself in the shoes of the average Briton, and I'm going cheesy chips, and it wasn't even close. It wasn't even close. Straight shot. My wife's been saying straight shot since the fireworks video. I love it, man. Our daughter was kind of, we were crashing out on her though, because she was like, what's straight shot? And then we explained it. And then right after we explained it, she did the Derek Zoolander thing. She said, so what's straight shot? And we were like, are you kidding me? We just explained it. It took us like 2 minutes to explain it too, because it was like, it's like there's a wasp's nest. You know, on a house, like when 2 walls and a roof touch and there's a corner there was a wasp's nest right there. This dude set up a ladder with a pipe and then shot a firework through and blew up the nest. It's got to be sausage. So what are you putting in your body, man? I'm sorry, I can't with the discourse, okay? I'm gonna vote for this. That looks good and it's cheaper. But I can't deal with it looks like poo. I'm sorry. Sure, man, there's cylinders everywhere. I don't know what to tell you. It's probably the most rated food on the planet. I don't think you could do better than katsu chicken curry. This is my mea culpa to Justin for saying takoyaki is like the most overrated food on the planet, even though I still kind of like it. Katsu is really good. Every variant of katsu is as delicious as people say it is. It's really, I'm kind of stunned it's only 91%. I'm from Japan and I kind of agree on the takoyaki take. Yes! Yes! We got one. It feels so good when you say something like, you know, I like pho and I like banh mi. I'm not really fucking with the pate at the Vietnamese restaurant sometimes. And then a bunch of people from Ohio are like, that's ridiculous. And then one Vietnamese person is like, you're real for that one. Only old people eat the pate in Ho Chi Minh City. And I'm like, fuck you, Ohio. I got you, bro. Check it out. This is my boy right here. But tell him what you said. Tell him what you said about the pate. Tell him what you said. That's right. Only old people eat that shit in Ho Chi Minh City, bitch. Feels so good, even though it didn't. That's not really what happened, and I just made it up. But if it happened, it's my fucking day, man. Before its 1855 glow up, Bytown was the name of what Canadian city? That's Ottawa, bro. Bunch of idiots probably typed in Toronto. Is the only one they know. It's gotta be Toronto, right, guys? Yeah. Send it. You should visit Chicago. I think I would like it, but they got to build like a theme park or something there. To be honest with you, I mean, this is Vancouver glazing. I do have to say, like, I'm really of the opinion that as long as you can get to hear me out here. My base case is that there's essentially no difference between a 2-hour flight and a 6-hour flight. And what I mean by that is that at that low level of flying time, the hardest part is getting to the airport and getting onto the plane. The rest of it is just you're sitting in a chair a little bit longer. Not that big of a deal. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, well, it would be nice to go to Chicago. It's only a 90-minute flight. Because like a 90-minute flight versus like a 5-hour flight, it's almost the same thing as far as I'm concerned. That's multiple movies. Yeah, okay, watch one more movie and then get to the place that you actually want to go. The reason I'm saying that is because, and it changes when you're going longer distances, like from Vancouver, you get to Japan 8.5 hours, you get to London in 9 hours, got a lot of competition. Now, Chicago, probably a 3-hour flight, if I had to guess, maybe a 2.5, 3-hour flight. Double it, add another movie, double it and add another movie, and you're landing in Tokyo? No disrespect to Chicago. If I was going on a pizza tour, I know where I'd go. I would not go to fucking Tokyo. Flights that are long enough to require a bathroom break, different beast. Am I just the last honest man? You get up and go piss and then go back in your chair. It doesn't matter. You don't know what it's like. People would be like, you don't know what it's like to be 6 foot flat and go on a long flight. Buddy, my kid takes her shoes and socks off the second she gets on the plane. And then like a minute later when the seatbelt sign is on, she's like, Daddy, I have to go potty right now. So I'm carrying her through turbulence with the flight attendants yelling at me to sit in my seat. Putting her on the toilet in the airplane bathroom and trying to position my body in such a way that I can fit in the room and close the door, which for some reason folds in. It's not like the whole plane is very spacious, but the bathroom is the least spacious part, and the door accordions in to the bathroom where space is at the highest premium. And then I'm sitting there going like this, like just bracing myself. And then she's like, I'm done. So I have her stand on the toilet seat during turbulence while I like wipe up, make sure everything's clean, put it in the toilet, flush the toilet. Then I'm opening the door, which folds in, like rotating 270 degrees to get out of the fucking bathroom and then get back to my seat. People are like, you wouldn't know what it's like. You wouldn't know what it's like to be inconvenienced on an airplane. You sit in a chair and watch a movie. I don't even get to watch the movies anymore. I'm constantly getting, Daddy, look at this. And I'm still not like, oh, that was hell. You just sat in a chair. People weren't firing like anti-aircraft guns at you and shit. You weren't carrying like, you know, precious cargo behind enemy lines or something like that. You're just chilling. It hurts after a few hours. Everything hurts. You just fucking suck it up. And then every once in a while, get up and go like, "Arr." That's it. I mean, it's just crazy to me. Like, I'm 5'10", and people will be like, you wouldn't know what it's like to be 6'1". Yeah, I fucking would. I walk on my toes, buddy. I know exactly what it's like to be 6'1". It's crazy to me that people are like, yeah, I'd go on a 2-hour flight, but I would not go on a 4-hour flight. That's insane. I mean, once you're on the plane, you've already tanked the worst part, man. You're now at the best part, being on the plane. The longer that they make that part, you might as well tank that to get to the destination you really want to go to. Things change as soon as you have to make a connection. So, direct flight, Vancouver to Tokyo, 9 hours, ain't nothing but a peanut for a beast like me. Flying 6 hours to Florida, and you have to connect in like Salt Lake City on the way, at least 1.5 times as bad as the flight that's 1.5 times longer. Because you got to go to a place you don't even want to be in the first place, and you're in the worst part of that place, which is the airport. And then you got to fucking, do I have to get my luggage here? I don't know. Do I have to fucking, and then you got to follow the signs for connections. And then sometimes you got to unpack your bag at customs, even though you fucking blah, 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 blah. And then when you land, you're in fucking Florida. At the end of the day, you're in Florida. Like, here's my base case. 10-hour flight, that's direct. Substantially easier than 5 hours of flying with one connection. And if you got to make 2 connections, like, it's hell. Now, the worst part is if you want to go to some place, like if you want to go to fucking, I don't know, Singapore or something like that, I'm pretty sure you got to take 2 long flights with at least one connection. You might have to go fucking like 9 hours to Japan and then like another 9 hours to Singapore right after that or something like that. You won't even know who you are by the time you land. But I want to know the flight status of people who complain about flying. The ADGAC, first off, money spread. Money spread me right now. Secondly, you can't do that. That's problematic. They're going to get you in the class wars. Thirdly, as somebody who has recently had the world, okay, like we don't fly first class, but as someone who's had the world of the airport lounges opened up to me, they're selling you a yarn, man. There ain't nothing going on in those fucking lounges unless you're an alcoholic. Cold noodle salads and fucking like bananas in a trapezoidal bowl and shit like that. Bunch of premium plus saltine crackers. Like it's ass, man. Plus you're like, oh, at least there's some fucking space. And then you get in there and everyone's got their fucking suitcases out and you're like, there's no space, man. There's no space. Istanbul Lounge, bro. I'm not Eric Adams, okay? Also, DL, can I just tell you something? Because you were the guy who said you wouldn't like to shop at a bakery that gives you a tab, that extends a line of credit to you because it's priced into the goods. Do you ever consider that the perks you're getting from your office are priced out of your fucking salary, bro? Wouldn't you rather just have the money so that you could invest it in your Costco membership on January 1st? Corporate spending all the money on you flying first class. Wouldn't you rather just fly economy and have an extra couple G's in your pocket? I know you got something. I know you're typing it up right now. And I know it's going to be right. That's what's going to piss me off the most. You're right. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Did I go too hard? Also, people say overseas lounges go harder. Not true if you're from, like, Europe. Because then the overseas lounges are American or Canadian. So they probably suck. You ever think about that? Overseas changes depending on where you're fucking from. I'm from North America, so the overseas lounges are probably better. But if you're from fucking China, you're probably like, what the fuck's wrong with these overseas lounges? Fuck ass Maple Leaf Lounge. Elvis's last meal was 6 scoops of ice cream, so the lactose thing tracks about getting older. I don't think that's what happened to him, man. Oh, hey, well, here we go. My comp is not a function of how much I fly, as that's based on the market, but it's true that I could keep a portion of cost savings I make to save the firm money. I'd be more mindful of this. If I could keep a portion of cost savings I make to save the firm money, I'd be more mindful of the spend. That's what it's all about, man. It's like Jay-Z said, man, I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. When you're your own boss, it feels like bad as fuck when your boss pays for you to fly first class. You're like, damn, that's my money, bitch. Put me in seat fucking 41K. I don't give a fuck. Put me next to the shitter. I already told you. And people get mad at me because I know this. The reason they get mad at me is because it's insane. But the reason that I think they get mad at me is because I'm winning. And I know when you fly first class, you think that the whole time you fly first class, even at the luggage carousel, you're like, I'm winning. I'm winning the airport. No, you're not. No, you're not. You were winning during the boarding process when you got on first, and you were winning during the flight when you had better food. They trust you not to go crazy mode. They give you real cutlery, and you got more space, okay? But as soon as we get off the plane, I literally closed the gap. I closed the gap. If you spent $5,000 to be in seat 1A, and I spent $500 to be next to the shitter, boom, 4.5K closer to catching you. Or I'm gapping you even further. So as soon as we're at the luggage carousel, I'm like, guess what, bitch? You were mogging me on the flight, and now we're both at luggage carousel M. We're both in the same destination. We're both waiting. We both have our suitcases coming off last for some reason. Everybody's suitcase comes off last at the carousel. People with no overhead should be able to get off the plane first. It literally, coordinating that would make things so much more complicated. Take it from somebody with a small kid. Sometimes we wait for the whole airplane to get off before we get off. You think it's going to be like an extra half hour. It's literally like an extra 2 to 3 minutes. When you're waiting in that line, you're like, why is it taking so long? I've been standing up for an hour. When you're sitting down watching people stream out, it takes it's a 5 minutes max. 5 minutes max. I would take free checked luggage over first class. Pro tip, never check your luggage. And then when you get to the gate, they're going to be like, nobody could have possibly seen this coming. Nobody could have seen this coming. There's not enough overhead space. We're checking bags for free now. Excuse me, I heard you were checking bags for free now. And then, wouldn't you know it, turns out that shit is not $50 each. That shit is $0. And in fact, it's so free that they actually force you to do it sometimes if nobody volunteers. Pro tip, travel with just a backpack. Pro tip, be 20 years old. Good one. I'll try that. Oh, wait, I already did. Why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I think of that when I'm taking my family on a trip across the ocean? Bring a backpack. Or you could go Walter Mitty mode. You could be one of those like 52-year-old dudes with a backpack. 1 backpack each. Bro, my kid is like 3'0" and needs the most shit. That's the most fucked up part about it. Even though she's the smallest, she needs the most shit, man. I can't put her in one of those fucking Patagonia backpacks. It's going to look like she's from a Kojima game. +1 travel stroller, though. Dude, are you taking it? Maybe you're flying first class anyway, but are you taking advantage of that? We're now boarding families with small children shit. God, it feels fucking good. When all the, I'm sorry to say it, I'm sorry to be ageist, when all the boomers with Zone 5 on their boarding pass line up at the gate, and then they go, we're now boarding families with small children who require a little bit of extra time. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. My 4-year and 11-month-old child has just been called up to the to the gate. Felix, sir and madam, if you could please move aside. Right this way, sir. Right this way. It's I don't know, about 3 weeks till her birthday. Right this way. Right this way. Feels good as fuck. Imagine if your kid was a veteran. Oh, I didn't even think about that shit. That would go so fucking hard. Maybe I'll put my kid in the military. Is there like a child army, but like not in a bad way? Is there like a good child army? Maybe like Mr. Beast subscribers? Every once in a while, I'm struck, because I'm not that old. I'm older than you probably, but apologies to like the 152-year-old dude in chat who's like, please stop saying you're old when you're like 16 years younger than me. But there's even being relatively young in the global scheme of things, in the cosmic scheme of things, every once in a while there's like an anecdote where I'm like, damn, I'm fucking old. I remember going to see a movie with my grandma, and I don't remember what the movie is, but at the start of the movie, they played a fucking Warner Brothers short cartoon like it was 1936 or something at the Penny Arcade. Like before the movie came on, they were just like, here's an animated Warner Brothers short. That's something an old guy would say. That's an old guy experience. I don't think I'm old enough yet, and it'll happen, hopefully, because they were doing some fucked up stuff in these movies, but to have seen a movie in theaters where upon its digital re-release, they put like a preamble at the front that's like, sorry, we said that shit in this movie. That's not me saying that no movie I've ever seen in theaters has had problematic stuff, but definitely, I don't think I've seen a movie where they're like apologizing for it, at least. Not yet. They will one day. White Chicks 4K re-release? What's problematic about White Chicks? Apart from it being so funny, it can be a problem not to laugh if you had to watch it in some other place where you're not supposed to laugh. I should do that for my stream VODs. Oh shit, that would be good. And post it on today's stream and put the VOD up tomorrow. Like we apologize for the insensitive content in this, but we thought it was better to show the film in its entirety and apologize for it rather than censor it out and like excise it and pretend it was something that it wasn't. Pocahontas? I don't think here's the thing, is crazy. They definitely do not have that in Pocahontas. They didn't have it on the preamble on the Disney cruise at the very least. But I think it's kind of crazy that like the real movie that I don't think they could make these days is not like, White Chicks. I really think it's Pocahontas. I think that Pocahontas is like the worst movie to exist in the culture war. And it's a good movie. But I think like one side of the culture war would be like, oh, here we go. European settlers bad just because of this shit that they did. And then the other side would be like, we're really going to make a movie with Mel Gibson in it in 2025. And they'd be kind of real for that one, to be honest. But I still like the Notes app riff on this. Anti-woke YouTuber releasing a video essay mad as fuck. They made the new Mulan Chinese. Did you see that? Right-click technology? We take those. Bro, they're trolling. They're literally trolling today. That's like an 80... I think it's an 84. Boiling. 86? 88? Oh, 86. Got to be 87. That's why you go up by twos instead of going up by ones. That's why you go up by twos. 1922 births, 1983 deaths. Caltech nuclear strategist. Are you the fella by the name of Richard Feynman? Are you surely you're joking, Richard Feynman? That's Hermit Khan. My bad, y'all. Oppie's a crazy guess. Like the idea that Oppenheimer made the A-bomb at age 24 is fucking crazy. I mean, people were doing amazing stuff at an earlier age back then because they didn't have as much distraction. But like at 24, that's insane. I mean, amazing in a scientific sense, okay? Not amazing in like, that was like a really good thing that was done. Like when I see the technology, I'm like, I am amazed. I'm kind of like the Oppie of trying to come up with a joke that's as powerful as the A-bomb, but for making people laugh instead of destroying them. Like Laffenheimer. We should do the Manhattan Project, but for comedy. Oh, wait, they already did that. It's the Office Writers' Room. It's the Daily Show in 2003. 20th century Indonesian engineers, but politicians probably more likely. I just have no idea. President of Indonesia. There's a guy. Is it? This is the one Indonesian politician I know. I feel. Actually, Yoko Widodo. I have no comment. No comment, man. That's really funny though. That is really funny. Is it possible that he took office January 2017? Is it possible that he's been the president of Indonesia from about January 2017 until like the modern day? They're real for this one, man. Pigs so crazy for dirt. That's real, man. When the pussy tight. Pigs so crazy for dirt. Crazy. I feel like this is the fodder, or maybe this is the fodder. Crazy is an anagram. Yeah. Fodder is pigs so. The definition is dirt. But it's gossip because it's always a definition, but they're like, and put a cheeky fucking spin on it, bro. Every day we get a little closer. We get a little closer. Chibli, they got to me, Chibli. I've been thinking about it all weekend. The dirty Dems, Chibli. I'm a strong man, maybe the strongest, but still, do I not have feelings, Chibli? Do I not have feelings? They're saying I've done some shit that I didn't do, Chibli, and it hurts. Who gives a fuck? Does anyone even fuck with me anymore, Chibli? I don't care. Out, brief candle, Chibli. Out, brief candle. Chibli, the key's under the mat. Please. Delete my search history, Chibli. Delete it and then wipe the drive. I've always liked you, Chibli. I've always liked you. And that's why I'm sorry to be doing this, but I didn't have anyone else to tell. I didn't. Someone like me, I know. You see, you must have so many famous people to tell, but I don't. I don't, Chibli. They're all fake as fuck. They fuck with me because I'm in a position of power, Chibli. I don't have any real friends. They're all fake bitches, Chibli. 2004, drums and bass. It sounds like Beverly Hills. But Beverly Hills is from Make Believe, which came out in 2005. It's not Beverly Hills. Yeah, that sounds so familiar to me. Sounds good. Sounds really good. I'm going to need some more. It's almost like Bad Day. It's in there. I'm sorry to annoy you. I think I have to run this one back from this. I think it's in there and I can fight for it. It's right there. It's that when the keys are twinkling. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun. Anymore. It's James Blunt because it's a. I don't know what to do, 'cause I'll never be with you. My life is brilliant. Yeah, I knew it was there. I knew it was there. Oh, my love is pure. Great song. Off screen, there's it's the wrong hand. Somebody's holding a gun to my head. I saw an angel, of that I'm sure. Yeah, 100%. The only part I like of this song is when he goes, she smiled at me on the subway. She was with another man. It's so much worse knowing people have like paid professional string players to play this at their wedding, and it sounded like that. God, I hate this shit so much. I hate it so bad. I hate it as much as I hate I'm Yours by Jason Mraz. Except maybe at least in I'm Yours, he does have that part where he goes, a shoo-ba-doo-doo, a shoo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo, shoo-ba-doo-doo-doo, or whatever he does. That one's really bad. That one's really bad. Hey Soul Sister is also insanely bad. Yeah, the ukulele is just worse than the guitar. If you're not singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow, put the ukulele away, okay? Hey There Delilah, same class. They're in the same rank. They're all in Wood League of songs, in my opinion. Okay, Modest Yahoo. Does anyone know who the fuck Modest Yahoo is anymore? Modest Yahoo was famous for 10 minutes. He was famous just long enough to have a music video that played on the screen in American Eagle Outfitters and also be referenced once in Knocked Up. Does anyone else remember does anyone but me know who the fuck Modest Yahoo is? Yeah, I know him. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, he is that guy. I bashed my car into a cop car the other day. Guys, I can't play a difficult game about climbing today, or the YouTube comments are gonna fucking kill me. They're gonna. I did see one comment. It's from a fella by the name of Dark Rainbow Yoshi. So you know they're sending their best. He said, wow, I love to watch this after I've already been forced to watch this gameplay on Librarian's channel. They might think they're self-aware, but they're not as aware of themselves as I am aware of them. And I resent them for making that my reality. So let's find something else to play, man. Let's find something else to play. Not going to be Silksong. Boring shit song. Much like You're Beautiful by James Blunt Chibley. Grand Tits Adventure, 18 plus, very positive reviews. There's no gooners in the reviews anymore. It's literally just people it's like Letterboxd. They're just trying to get a couple thumbs ups. This looks kind of interesting. Man. You guys ever played Computer Shirlow? You guys ever played Computer Shirlow? Guys, I have to re-enter my payment information in the Steam because there's a whole saga. Kate told me to check my Steam inventory and put all my CSGO stuff on the market. So I was like, that's no problem. I'll do that. So I put it all on the market, and then Steam was like, you got to individually approve all of the listings. So I tried to approve it. And by the way, oh no, their prices will rise again. You don't understand supply and demand. DL Guiga, get them. The more supply is provided, if demand stays the same, it pulls down the price. You don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, long story short, I had some trouble logging into Steam, so I changed my password. After I changed my password, it was like, it was going to take you... Originally, it was going to be 2 weeks of a hold, but because I changed my password, they were like, it's an extra 5 days. So I manually approved the listings, but then it added 5 days to the hold just because I recently changed my password. So it's going to be like 3 months for them to actually get on the open market. But I think because I changed my password, they're going to make me re-enter my payment information. So I'll be back in like less than a minute for sure. Don't read this. The streamer's dilemma. Don't read the numbers out loud. Don't read the numbers out loud. Thank you for your purchase. Can we ever listen? I know people are going to hate me for this one. How crazy is it? There's no way. So I entered my information. Obviously, it checks to make sure it's a valid credit card number. There's no shot that it pinged Visa and Visa went, yeah, this guy's good for it in the amount of time that it took for them to approve the transaction. They got to be holding that stuff and then like batching it every few minutes or something like that, right? It's a checksum? I don't know what that means. No, I understand the validity of the number because visas all start like this and then like Amex has some differences, et cetera, et cetera. All I'm suggesting is how do they know I'm good for it? How do they know I'm not maxed out to the point where I can't afford computer Shirlow right now? Nobody knows. Guiga, do you hate me? Are you mad at me? I feel like you're the type of person that would normally explain it to me. Did I go too far with insulting the people who fly business class? Do you hate me? Are you mad at me? I know Guiga doesn't like James Blunt, okay? I don't hate you. Fuck, he fucking hates me. He fucking hates me. Fuck. Only way you could have hated me more is if you put a period on the end of the sentence. Yo, Guiga, chat told me if I put my phone on airplane mode and then canceled my credit card, I could still use it on Apple Pay for probably like an hour before anyone found out I was committing fraud. Do you think that would actually work? Infinite money. We did not say this. Somebody said something like that. I was thinking, you know, it'd be a funny video. Going infinite in the lottery. I was like, man, if YouTube ever goes really downhill, we'll start doing going infinite in the lottery. Like those videos from like just before the 2022 bear market that were like, road to $1 million in my TFSA. And they started with like 10 grand. And then a month later, they're like, I'm at 11 grand already. If we compound that daily, I'm going up 1% a day. If you compound that daily in 2 months, I'm gonna, and then, but if they held, but anyway. Chat, we're taking a, we're checking out computer shirt. We're checking out computer Shirlow. In my defense, I don't know if the word Shirlow exists. It might be the name of this dog here. Might be the name of the dog. I don't know. What I heard is that it's incremental and minigame collection type stuff. So it's like maybe a cookie clicker meets WarioWare. We're gonna give it a try because if I only play a difficult game about climbing, people who have named themselves after a game that they really liked when they were 8, maybe it's Sonic the Hedgehog, maybe it's not. They'll continue saying stuff like they want me to die. So we're gonna play something new. Variety's always good. Variety's, I mean, it's nice to talk about like, you know, life and the relatable stuff. But sometimes it's also nice to just be like, oh, hey, if you pick this up, if you pick up a wub fruit, you get a double jump. I guess that's what people really want to see. Is that what you really want to see? When you pick up a wub fruit, you get a double jump. That's what you want to see. You're 38 years old. Get the wub. Why did it take him so long to realize the wub fruit gives you a double jump? I've been doing this for like 15 years. How do you still exist? It doesn't make any sense to me. Shouldn't you be past that by now? And I know you're going to say it's a new crop of people telling you about the wub fruit, but it's not, man. I recognize some of these names. It's not. It's not. They're going to be 75 telling me about the wub fruit. It's never going to end, man. Are you mad at me? The mines. Yo, did anyone else getting serious Garnet from Steven Universe vibes here? Mods, everyone who says yes, 600,000 timeout. Okay, step one, I mog you. And it's not even hard, honestly. I mean, when you're riding 90 minutes a day, that's nothing for a beast like me. It's kind of hurting my hand a little bit, though. Prompt 3. Have you ever tried mouse bites? I have, and I love mouse bites. It's Chibli Typing Simulator. Have you ever tried mouse bites? I have, and I love mouse bites.
Fuck yeah!
do some clicking right off the bat. Let's see what's going on in the notebook, man. Red hat, brown shirt. The hell, there's Discord chat logs, bro. Discord chat logs from a year ago. Bites you, freaking blushes. It is. I'm not reading this. This is someone's private journal, man. Anything to not play Silksong? So true. What are you talking about? Nobody's talking about Silksong, man. Nobody brought it up, but you brought it up. Just because Silksong exists, not everything is a reaction to it existing, bro. What are you talking about? It's so irritating. Has anyone ever told you that before? I saw a cool game on Steam, I'm playing it. It has nothing to do with Silksong. No disrespect to Team Cherry. Time to add wrist curls to the routine. Giving me serious flashbacks to being in 9th grade gym class. When I thought that there's only 3 exercises that existed. The bench press, the preacher curl, and then 5 to 10 pound plate tied to a little piece of metal. And then you would drop the plate over the edge of like a big stairwell and then just reel it in overhand like this to work out your forearms. And actually the board too, you know the board? It was like a board with like 2 wooden pegs and a bunch of holes, and you would just go like katung, 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 katung. Okay, well now like we're in a new universe here already. Okay, so we may never have to click again. I think you're getting a call. You should check that. I'm being called by the miner kid. Hey, it's me, the miner kid. I like to mine. I'm the miner.
I mine in the mines. I'm the kid miner. You should let me mine in your mines. I love mining. Let me mine. Let me mine. I won't collapse the ceiling this time. Let me mine. Consider my offer. My boss is calling me now. Gotta go mine. because I'm the miner kid.
This is a serious like Lauren Lapkus voice, which I support. Dude, oh my God, it feels so good to just fill the mine with miners, man. Is this what it's like to own a mine? You're just like, yeah, I got a mine. I don't even have to wait. Put some workers in there. That's crazy. The craziest part is we're actually like a hero too, because we're giving them jobs. You said you'd never click again? Well, I'm clicking for solidarity now. I'm not really clicking for the money. The money is like meaningless, man. Damn, it feels good as fuck to like stock a business or buy a business and then like stock it with people to work it. You cannot beat this game. Watch this. Nah, man, I might be the GOAT. What do I have to do? Oh, it's WASDA. Is it WASDA? Arrow keys? Arrow keys. Nah, you're crazy for this one.
Fuck yeah.
I can't even play the game anymore. Like I don't want to play the things that are fun in the game. I just wanted the number to go up. Kate and I were talking about this yesterday. She said one of the realest things I think I've ever heard. Let me see if the Steve bonus here. Oh my God, it increases everything. Yes, buy it, wear it. She said, I love wasting time. And I said, that's real as fuck. And then I said, what do you mean? And she was like, you know, I like just playing a video game and being like, I'm going to play it however I want. These days, everybody's like, oh, you can't do that. You have to do this first. And, there's no point in doing this part before you get this because this upgrade increases your blah, blah, blah. And, but it's okay because if you buy the battle pass later, you'll get the tiers that you already got. And, like, she was going off on it. And I was like, check this out. I feel exactly the same way, except I also feel exactly the same way about real life. And this is not, everybody in the Peloton Discord is innocent and they're good people who have never done anything wrong. But whenever anybody talks about their sleep score, I'm like, buddy, the value of the sleep is in your brain. It's not in the ring or the app or whatever you're using to track your sleep. You don't live your life to get the sleep score higher, that you know how well you sleep. Because what I would hate to have happen Has there ever been a situation where you woke up and you were like, oh, fuck, I don't think I slept well. And then you checked your app and you're like, oh, sleep score 87. Fuck, maybe, never mind, I actually feel awesome. I feel like the opposite would happen. You would be like, oh, I slept so amazing. Sleep score 21. Oh, actually, I feel like total fucking shit. Fuck. I would take the worst AI-generated slop over this aesthetic. Well, lucky for you, you live in 2025, because you can find it. You're my enemy, by the way. I consider you an enemy of the human species. I hope that every cool business in your neighborhood gets bulldozed. I hope it gets razed to the ground and replaced with a vape shop with an AI-generated sign and the most fucked up aesthetics you could possibly imagine. Guys, don't play the lottery, by the way. I wouldn't have thought it was possible. I've won jack shit in the lottery. Chibli, are you here? Chibli, don't go on a lottery arc. You'll ruin your life. The lottery fucking sucks, man. There's no lights. There's no wheels. There's no nothing. You would think like at least a third of the time you would win a free ticket. Fuck that. It's nothing. It's total. It's trash, man. Do not play the lottery. On the other hand, maybe tonight's the night. Damn. Try scratchers. I think it would be such a funny YouTube series to buy like 10 grand in scratch tickets and then just keep it going until you lost it all. And the only thing that would make it even funnier is if you somehow kept winning. They already did that. No. Why is he obsessed with the pickle? The thing is funny. We all know what Dan's doing. Dan knows that we know what he's doing, but he's about to type something in chat that is like, I'm just doing it because pickles taste good. And that's what's funny. That's funny to me. They do taste good. I mean, I know this might strike you as kind of an insane thing to say. I'm ready for my -2s, let's put it that way. I loved eating dill pickles as a kid. I've grown past the pickle. It's not that I don't like pickles. I like a pickle on a burger, but eating an entire dill pickle has like no appeal to me anymore. It's just like, it's too wet, it's too sour, it's too salty, it's too everything. A slice of pickle, like a spear of pickle, literally, just kill me, just kill me. I'm not doing this. Not even after like a 2-hour ride. Well, I wouldn't know. I've never had a pickle after a ride. This morning's ride was really hard. But you know how it is, Dan, in the morning, like every minute is precious, right? So I hop off the bike, immediately go in the shower, and I'm like, this will help me cool down. Then I go up and get dressed, and I'm like, fuck, my shirt's already sweaty again. And so like I woke my kid up, and then I took my shirt off and did the 30 minutes of morning prep, Tony Soprano style. Pants, no shirt, bro. And then right before I drove her to school, I took my towel and wiped off like my whole body. And then I put my hand through it and wiped the inside of my shirt off and then put it back on. Just bought my first pack of zero sugar soda. I'll let you know how it is. You don't need to let me know how it is. It's going to be awesome. Unless you made a rookie mistake and you said, oh, Coke Zero is like so basic. I'm going to try to buy like a crazy soda first. Because I'm a little different than the average Andy. Coke Zero just doesn't do enough for a fella like me. You made a huge mistake. Coke may not be the best soda, but Coke Zero is the best zero sugar soda that is readily available. Dr. Pepper Zero is also good. Sprite Zero is also good, but we don't have that up here. Or at least I should say Western Family doesn't make an analog to that yet. They make a lot of Western Family sodas. They only make Coke and tonic in Zero. And I'm not becoming a fucking yellow can zero sugar tonic drinker. That's insane. That's for alcoholics. It's probably the most it makes a lot of sense to make a zero sugar tonic, because if you're having like 8 gin and tonics a night, that'll save you a lot of sugar. But like for casual, just sitting at home type stuff, it's just not gonna happen. Yes, honey? Seems like a good place for a slash marker for a second. Your imaginary character came to life? Neon Cat. Do you know Neon Cat?
I listened to that.
You listen to it in the car?
Yeah.
That's
And I have a disc.
and you have the scarf.
Eliminated.
When I got into the car, put the car volume at 5. I was like, ah!
I'm just sitting here. I'm getting torn up.
Dada.
Yeah. That's Neon Cat right there. That's my kid right there. Had lunch, but all you had was bread. Kimono tea time. Wait a second. This might be gas? Kimono tea time? Relax in the world of kimono tea time, where animal ears are a normal part of everyday life. Here in Melodious, you can whip up whatever blends of tea you desire in your favorite cafe as you play through an adorable story. Story? I'm out. Please try out Lingo. Lingo. You're talking about the Chuck Woolery one? Is it this Lingo game that's $12.99, a first-person word puzzle game with a large abstract world to explore? That's the one? I don't think it's going to happen, man. I don't think it's going to happen. How do so many of you know Lingo, and yet it has 12 reviews on Steam? That doesn't make any sense to me. 12 recent? Well, yeah. That's where I live, man. I live in recent. One of those things where I'm like, are a lot of people telling me to play Mosa Lina, or is it just one person typing it a lot? I don't know. Hostile interpretation of the ImSim, where nothing is planned and everything works. Add it to the cart. Let's take a look. I think Josh told me to play this too. Do people on this website, and I don't take offense to this because I don't know who you are, but people talk, what is it, 1 month subscriber. Yeah, I don't take offense to this because I don't know who you are, but people will really talk about you on this website like you're an idiot. Golden Idol could be fun. Do you think he could focus well enough to play it though? I literally don't have ADHD, man. I'm just mostly concerned more with cracking jokes than like, oh, we have to put the fucking chewing gum on the key so we can drop it in the grate so we can pick up the fucking blah, blah, blah. You know, the games are designed to be beaten, right? They're not designed. It's not like the game developer was like, I've crafted a puzzle that nobody's been able to solve. And then they come out with it. Good luck, gamers. What? They're beating my puzzle. No, man, they're made to be beaten. You spend 90% of your time reading chat? Yeah, because most of the time I'm reading chat, I'm waiting for them to say +2 for some shit that I said that's funny as fuck. That's way more entertaining than like, oh, fucking do any of the books look weird? Click on, maybe consider looking a little closer at the bookshelf. You want to see me read chat 100% of the time? Well, let's play a point-and-click adventure. I am begging for Let's Plays is crazy, man. That's something. You got to talk to somebody. I don't even know what you need to do. YouTube, I'm excited. We're playing Mosa Lina. This is the newest game from the developer of Baba Is You, I think. As I understand it, it's a puzzle platformer that's also like an ImSim, aka, I think, but here's what I think an ImSim is. If you complete the objective, they give you the credit for completing the objective, even if you didn't do it the way. Well, okay, it making a Windows noise every time I press W, A, S, or D. That doesn't seem great. Was that by design? Oh, no, it stopped. Okay. We have to touch 2 blueberries. This should be easy, bro. This should be simple. We have bottle. My bad, y'all. Let's restart on that one. What's going on here? Touch 2 strawberries, get in the portal. We got impulse, cocoon, and ladder. All right, well, impulse is a given, man. Here's what I'm thinking. Best jump of your life. Impulse it. 2 strawberries close together. 2 strawberries at the same time. Next. We already know we're swagged up with the bottle. I'm dead, y'all. Okay, next. Up grab. Bye. Oh! Wait. This might be sick. I think that my vision of the easy play impulse this contraption into falling off the edge. I got an idea. Up grab this fella. Just to get him out of the mix. Then just go touch the fruit. start of that was a really good idea, if I may say so. You know, actually, what's a better idea? Use the best item they've ever added in the game. It's hard to do this on keyboard, okay? I would say get the bottle ready just in case. We don't need it. Huge. You're practicing jump rope? I think it's fine as long as you don't do it on the stairs. Is that a jump rope? That's a scarf. You can watch me play, but I don't really want you to be on camera.
Chat loves me.
Chat does love you, that's true.
Chat loves me. Chat. Oh, chat. I'm bad.
The heck is... Oh, hook. Hook. Rocket can get us back up. I think we might need to shoot a hook to bring something to us if we can't just grab this, which we can't. That's huge. That's huge. Now it's stuck to me, though, which I don't want to happen. Or do I? No, I don't. There's other ways. Like, for example... Actually incredible. If you double jump, the grapple will release. Really? So are you suggesting that I could, like... Are you suggesting something like that? And then... This one's gonna be a little tricky. Oh my god. By standing on the edge of the rocket, it causes the weight to make it lean, and you can steer the rocket in the direction you need to go. Crazy. Crazy. Silksong who? You know when I said it isn't about Silksong? It is about Silksong. Silksong who? You ever had to craft your own double jump? Hornet? I don't think so. Oh wow, in your game you press jump to double jump? That's cute, man. That's cute. In my game, I have to shoot a rocket down at the surface I'm standing on and then use momentum to drive it. Cool, man. Cool. Yeah, no. I've seen the bugs. I've seen the bugs, though. Just got an ad for the Tim Hortons protein latte. I know it would make you crash out. Seen it on TV 100 times. I crash out every single time. They're making diarrhea juice. A coffee that has caffeine, obviously, also has milk, and then also has protein. It's diarrhea formula. It's a drink that makes you poop your pants. I'm starting to feel like I'm the main character. I'll tell you why. Pajiba posted an article this weekend that was like, Rotten Tomatoes the ratings are inflating, it's not just you. It was like the headline was literally written to me because I've been conjuring that hypothesis for years. And then I saw something in Defector, maybe it was like last Thursday, and it was like, are we at peak protein? And I was like, oh my God. I'm manifesting. That shit actually works, man. The article was about how, like, the protein has gone too far. Any Globe and Mail hits recently? You ever, did you see that Mark Carney did a 26-kilometer trail run this weekend? Did you see that Mark Carney did he did a big trail run? You know what would be interesting? Just give me a second here. I don't think this is going to win, but what if we were to shoot an impulse upwards and then jump into the impulse? You see the type of stuff that I'm on here? Do you see the type of thinking that I'm doing that no other streamer is capable of? That might be a huge play for us for the future. My family's full of hoarders. What do? That fucking sucks. I feel for you on that one. If I ever have to clean like a hoarder's house after they die, don't let them hear this because I think this is going to send them into overdrive. I'm not sorting through anything. It's still going to suck ass, but it's all going in the trash. I don't care if I accidentally throw out like 100 gold bars by accident. You should have sorted it out. All of it's going in the trash. If you're not a hoarder, I'll sort. Otherwise, I'm not sorting. It's just not going to happen. Clamp. Seems good to have a platform on a clamp. Because at any point, you could just do that. Goddamn right. I think you just... Ah! Something like that'll do the trick. Bro, I'm way taller now. I've still got two... What am I going to do with a delete, bro? Be reasonable. You're just not... Oh, you can double jump! Thank you! You can double jump with the legs. Silksong could never, man. Read. This one seems tricky. Fly on the damn stepladder, y'all. Oh, shit. Alright, so, I mean, this one they're just putting in here because they're like, you suck, you need a free one. Fair enough. And I'll gladly take that. I'll gladly take that. I'll gladly pay you today for a hamburger on Tuesday or whatever. Whatever, let's see what happens, man. Mix it up a bit. What happens if you just say, fuck this, I'm out? I guess I should have known. You just lose, okay. That makes perfect sense. What happens if I get you to fly away, man? That's big for a guy like me. Still got one shot of this thing too. Any chance you're... So how does that make any sense at all? Okay, this seems like a crazy delete. Place it between both of them. You're trolling, man. They're trolling. Oh, crap. Oh, we were almost the GOAT, man. We were almost the GOAT. See, that seems interesting. That's true. Pushing fruit off screen does work. So my horny ass is like, guess what? Whoops. One more, maybe? Never mind. Well, this is a problem. Or is it? Go out first and then talk about it on the way back. And then there's no reason to fuck around. Might as well just... The rocket is like the go-to, man. Bye! I have a plan. I have a plan for this. Whoa! And the plan is basically do that. The man might be a genius. The man might be the best we've ever seen, they're saying. You ever have that thing? Some people will call it cope. I'm not that type of beast, though. Maybe I'm not stupid. Maybe I'm just smart in a way that society hasn't, like, learned to measure yet. Maybe I've just been waiting for Mosa Lina to come along to prove that I'm actually a genius. Maybe I've got Mosa Lina brain. So we love this. Love everything about it. 2 spring boxes means you take that. It's that simple. This seems easy. Exactly what I needed to do. Exactly what I wanted to do. To be fair, I did not want the strawberry to go away. I want you to don't fall. Don't fall. Good enough. You're out of gas, right? That's okay, because I don't need you to have gas. I need you to not fall. All right, real quick. You can do it. Oh, you can do it. Dude, Mosa Lina might be the GOAT. It might be the GOAT. Let me slash marker. Mosa Lina. Is Kate live? It might be the GOAT, man. I went to the Kingston Lazy Boy and it said Labor Day. Bro, I've been thinking about buying a recliner. I'm probably 8 to 15 years away from buying one. But it's started to enter the, I don't even know what you call it, the basket of ideas that occasionally get spat out gotcha style to manifest as corporeal things in my real life. It doesn't really fit our living room at all, but man, it would feel good to like, oh, the day's over. Sit back like this, then reach down. Oh, that would be good. That would be so good. You ever seen one that does match a living room? That's true. I don't think I've ever seen one that matches a living room. Maybe I should stop concerning myself with whether or not it matches the decor of the living room. They never match. There's always like 8 seats on couches and then like 1 recliner. Also seems heavy. It seems like the heaviest piece of furniture that can exist. Anyway, see you tomorrow.
Ryan.
Yep.
She did not eat her lunch.
Okay.
She didn't eat her sandwich. She only ate the cheese, like this small cheese, and then strawberry, and then juice box. That's about it. I think she took the sandwich, but she didn't eat the sandwich.
Sandwich and blueberries still to be consumed.
Yes.
Okay.
And then 4:45, art class.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
And downstairs, can you bring the litter box? And then the wet food box and your parents' box downstairs.
Okay. Is there anything else?
You gotta kill 2 spiders
Okay.
downstairs. Huge spiders. You will get EXP if you do them. Level 3S quest. Maybe it's too difficult for Ryan. Maybe he needs level 1 quest. And then she was like, Mom, do you know about Nyan cats? I said, what is Nyan cat? You mean Nyan cat? And she said, no, it's Nyan cat. And I said, and then she said, play the song. Just play the song. And I said, I'm trying, but I don't know what Nyan cat is. And then she said, why don't you just type in the thing that you think is right? And I said, okay, Nyan cat. And then I said, is this the right one? It was like, nya, 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 nya. And then and then she's like, yes, that one. And then she said, That's my favorite cat now. I got 3 favorite cats. It's Ruka, Tomo, and Yankat. And I said, okay, that's fine. And I said, oh, there is a scarf downstairs. I put them away in the storage because I wore it when I was in university, but I don't wear it anymore. Do you want it? It's the Yankat scarf. And she said, oh my gosh, yes. So I went down the storage, went through stuff that was on top of it, got the Yankat scarf, and she's like, this is perfect. This is the best. Can I wear this for the whole winter? And I say, yeah, of course. That's what the scarf is for. And he's like, oh my gosh, can I sleep with this? And I say, yeah, of course you can sleep with it. He's like, oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. Is your daughter a proper Gen Alpha kid? I don't know. How long does the Gen Alpha stretch? Because it's kind of insanity. My niece, who is in middle school, is Gen Alpha. And my daughter, who is 4, considered Gen Alpha. And I think the 4-year-old and I forgot how my niece is, like, what's her age now? I think she's 14. She's also Gen Alpha. So it's like, the gap is too wide. But at the same time, yesterday, we were at the park, at the playground. Just, catching balls, throwing balls. It was a good time. And there were a bunch of school kids. I think they were in middle school at least. But, like, at least middle school, maybe in high school. Maybe, like, grade 9, grade 10. They were playing volleyball. And then this kid was like, that was so Sigma! That was so Sigma! The whole time. That was so Sigma! Ah! That's Sigma! And then the kid was, his friend was like, bro, that's not Sigma! Stop saying it's Sigma! And then he's like, no, bro! That was so Sigma! So Sigma! While I was just playing catch ball with my daughter. Bro! That was so Sigma! So I don't know I'm pretty sure they were Gen Alpha as well. And I don't think my daughter knows anything about Sigma. I had that at my daughter's gymnastic practice last year. Bunch of kids sitting around waiting for their class to start talking Sigma this, Sigma that. Yeah, but you never hear any girl saying it. It's kind of crazy. Although, if you were to catch me, like if I were to be in high school right now, like in high school kids' age, I definitely will be saying Sigma that, Sigma this for sure. Girls have their own slang. That's true. My niece, the older one, she loves to say slay. She goes like, slay, slay, all the time. It's like, female version of Sigma is slay. Slay. Sega Genesis 2, I believe. I think it's Sega Genesis 2, not the first one. That's when the Sonic 2 came out, I guess. And I loved Sonic 2. And guess what I did every day? I played Sonic 2. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And my favorite character was Tails, because my sister said you suck. And she plays Sonic, and I was playing as Tails. And if you ever play Sonic the Hedgehog 2, you know that is a very sad story. Because when the Sonic goes across the screen, Tails just gets disappeared, eaten by the screen. And after 5 minutes, Tails come back with the little tail. I'm like, oh, I'm here, yippee! And then my sister would just like again, and I just like, quotation mark playing more of like me. I was like the first generation, like the first person to kind of watch a let's play. It was like a let's play. I was holding a controller, but nothing was happening. Basically, I was just watching my sister play. Lamau, was your sister ever nice to you? I think the answer is no. It was really funny. My mom, I called my mom recently, and I was talking to her just randomly. And then my mom was like, oh, by the way, Kate, you gotta be nicer to your sister. And then I'm like, I'm nice to her. I'm always nice to her. And I said, how about my sister be nice to me? When is that gonna happen? And then even my mom, she admitted. She said, you know, when the time comes, she will be nice to you. And I said, Mom, she is 40 years old, okay? I don't think she's gonna change anytime soon. And then my mom said, no, Kate, just wait. She will be nice to you one day. It's just like, that's a cap. Mom, that's a cap, man. I waited 40. Well, I guess I didn't wait 40 years because I'm not 40. But she's 40, man. She's 40. And she was never nice to me, man. Maybe in my 70s. Yeah, who knows? Give another 40 years? Oh, God. Oh, bro. I don't know. I think I just gotta admit the fact that she will just, it's just like, maybe it's just better. You know, like there's some people that you're forced, like it's like a group project, right? The teacher forced you to be in this group. You never asked to be in this group, but the teacher forced it, and then you gotta get the group project done. And you just kind of like, you know, just do it, right? Just get it done. Just get it done. And you don't really expect much from your group partner. But it was really funny. Like my sister is like, well, is she nice to you? That's what I asked. I said, but is my sister nice to you? And then my mom, she's like, I don't know. Usually she would say yes, even like she would lie and say yes. You know what I mean? But then she said, I don't know. But you're nice to me. But I see your sister all the time, but I don't know about her. Oh my bro. She's so lucky that she has me though. Or should my mom is so lucky. She should count her blessing stars. Wow, go see your mother, Kate? No, there's a whole story about that. I don't really want to go see my mother. Sister love is hard. Yeah, I guess I don't know. But I do understand that you don't have to be nice to everyone. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to get along with everyone, including your family members. Because in my 20s, I was very stressed out because I was under a concept of, especially for family members, especially for you to succeed in life, you have to be close and get along well with your family member. That was the notion I had. But in my 30s, what I have realized is that that's not true. If the thing does not work out with the other person, even if they're your family member, it's just better to give a distance and just kind of go with the flow, right? You don't have to keep on trying to make it work. You can just, you know, I understand. I understand you. I understand me. I'm not happy with you. So I'm not gonna lie to myself saying like, I'm happy, I must be happy, I have to be happy in order to make this family thing work. Nah, wake up. It's not, you're just tormenting yourself. You just go like, I realize it's not working, so we just let it go. Okay, just let that happen. And then if there is ever a time and she starts being nice to me and everything works out like how I imagined, then you know, then I will put more effort into it. We just had my brother's wedding. All my family in one country, let alone one room, was definitely an experience. I think family is a very difficult thing, right? It's just there's an image of what a happy family looks like, but it's very hard to achieve that ideal family happiness image, I think. At first, I kid you not, I told you guys many times, but at first when I met Ryan's parents, I thought they were actors. I thought Ryan hired actors. And then I just played along. I'm like, oh, I see you. You hired actors. Yeah, I understand. You know, I'm a random person that you met on the internet. You wouldn't show your true parents just in case. I respect this effort. But then after 2 years, I'm like, all right, it's been 2 years. Time to get the secret out, right? I'm ready. And then he just, nothing, right? After 2 years, and then, nothing. So I just, jokingly, I asked Ryan, so, are they actually your parents? Maybe this was, after 3 years. And then Ryan said, what are you talking about? And then I said, I didn't want to make you embarrassed. But, are they your really parents? And then Ryan said, yeah, of course. And I said, can I see, a photo of, younger self of you and then your parents in a photo? And then Ryan's like, yeah. And then he showed it to me. And I'm like, all right, it checks out. I didn't fact check him. It was on the trust base. But for first 3 years, I did have a disbelief. Not gonna lie. That's crazy. No, but that's why did I think that Ryan hired actors for his parents is because they had such a happy family. They had the ideal parents. Their parents were amazing. His mom, his dad, they're amazing. Ryan is happy with them. They were the image of happy family. And I'm and I was in such a disbelief that kind of thing, that idea, the actual happy family, I thought that was impossible. I thought it was they were pretending, or most of them will be pretending. But it was real. So I kind of like Ryan's parents more than my side. It's just so pleasant. It's they're so pleasant. It's so nice. I'm caught. I like people who are nicer to me. Caught. Oh, whoopsie daisy. What is this slice of life anime plot for reals? To be fair, your in-laws dishwasher game is kind of crazy. My family is so boring. You know what? Boring family is great family. Nothing to be, no one is angry. No one is WTF. Why would they do that kind of thing? That's a very good family. You would say Ryan's family is boring. But then from how I look, Ryan's family is the most amazing family of all time. I would say one thing and then his mom goes oh my gosh, Kay, you're amazing. And I'm I have never heard that from my mother. I have never heard from my own mom saying that I'm awesome. I heard many times of the opposite, but I have never heard my mom saying I'm amazing. And then I would just it's literally nothing, and then Ryan's mom would be you're amazing, and I'm just oh my gosh. How can it be so different?
We like to party. We like to party. I've got something to smell ya. I've got toots for you. Gonna put some meals in motion. Get ready, cause I'm stinking poo. Say, hey now, hear what I say now. Flatulence is just around the corner. Sure, people got no reason to live. They got fucked up feet, fucked up eyes. They walk around telling great big lies. They got decrepit noses, fucked up little teeth. They walk around going beep, beep, beep. Well, But then he goes, short people are just the same as you and I. Oh, fools such as I. All men are brothers until the day they die. It's a wonderful world. Short people got small penis. Short people got poop anus. Short people got really bad sense of style. They got no soul. They got no hair. They walk around with the burp, burp, burp. Well, fuck you, Randy Newman. Can't take this anymore. Saying all the things we said before. All these thoughts, they make no sense. I found peace in ignorance. Let's see here, let's you say over and over again. Knows all the words? Yeah, because I was in 8th grade when the "Shut up when I'm talking to you" song came out. Shut up! Wicka wicka woo! Shut up! Wicka wicka woo! Shut up when I'm talking to you! Da 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 da! Shut up! Wicka wicka woo! I kind of want to listen to it now, though. I do kind of want to listen to it now.